Happy Valentine's Day, all you loving motherfuckers. So, for this Valentine's Day, we're going to do more angsty love story with Kate. I know I said that I was going to read her backstory, and I haven't yet. We're making some tweaks to the backstory. So, the third one that I do for Kate will be her backstory. So, you'll get a little bit of that context. We also have our first episode on Saturday. I don't know if we're going to stream it. I'm going to try to get her to stream it because I'm sure some of y'all who are listening would love to come hang out with us. A friend of ours got to hang out during the practice session, and it was wild. It was fun. It was fun. It was fun. It's gonna be a fun campaign, and I can't wait to dive into this character into a TTRPG setting. But anyway, it's story time. That's what we're here for. This is called Aftermath. It's some of it is canon, some of it is not, because the practice section technically didn't count. But some of the tendencies that Kate exhibits in this story, she has done. But it's fine. I'm gonna just tell the story. Yeah, he doesn't really smile anymore. I don't think he's capable. I was in a boat with my crew, being rescued, or so the cops that fished us out of the water thought. The job we'd been on hadn't gone according to plan at all. Quite the opposite. I fought a room full of supernatural creatures and escaped within a lick of my life. But now the cop, who thankfully didn't recognize me, was talking about Owen. And it killed me a little inside to hear him say that. Because the Owen I knew had the best goddamn smile. When we got ashore, I thanked Brooke, one of our crew, for saving me life. We dropped off the artifact to Cass. 4 more jobs, and I was done. 4 more jobs, and I'd have what I needed to get back at the bastards that thought they owned me. I checked on Finn to make sure she was fine, and I limped my way to the bar. That bar. Our bar. I hadn't been in years. Not since. I didn't know what I would have done if he'd been there. I was exhausted. I was so damn tired of spending these 6 years fighting alone. I should have been used to it. I grew up fighting alone, being alone, taking care of myself, sometimes badly. But once you get a family and love and all that shite, being alone becomes painful. I sat down and ordered a drink. My mind should have been on the job, on what had gone wrong. We couldn't afford for that to happen again. I hadn't been on my A game. It shouldn't have been a problem for me to lie to that woman, to make her believe what I wanted her to believe. Was I slipping? Where was the failure point? But as I sipped, I found I couldn't focus on that. All my mind kept replaying was what the cop said about Owen. Owen had such a wide smile. It was kind, and it lit up his whole face. He loved smiling. He had a smile for Finn. He had a mischievous one. He had a smile just for me. He had several of those. Goddess, it'd been so damn big and happy on our wedding day. I missed him. I missed him so much. I missed our family. I missed stupid shite like dinners and movies and putt-putt golf Saturdays. Owen and Finn thought they were the world's best putt-putt players, and they both sucked at it. I missed his hand on my back. I missed his arms around me, making me feel like there wasn't a problem in the world. I missed his lips. I missed the way he smelled. I missed being there for him. I could tell when he was stressed, and I would surprise him at work. I missed pulling him into my arms when the job got too dark for him and he needed a safe harbor. Did he have that now? Someone he could turn to? What would I do if he did? I didn't know. I knocked back my drink, got up with a wince, and walked out of the bar. I didn't know where I was going. Truly, I didn't. I just needed to move. I suppose I shouldn't have been surprised that Like a proper stalker, I ended up across the street from his brownstone. The lights were off. He was probably still working. His team had raided the boat I'd just been on, and it had been a damn close call. I shouldn't be here. But I didn't walk away. I moved behind a tree and I stared at the building, remembering, wondering for the 1000th time if I'd made the right call 6 years ago. But of course I had, hadn't I? I mean, if I told him the truth, he would have investigated. And I didn't know shite about my blackmailers, and I should have. I didn't know how deep into his department they were. If I told Owen, he'd have gone after them. And if something happened to him because of me, it was a reoccurring nightmare I had now. Fun times. But I'd been stupid to think that having so much red in my ledger I could live a happy life. You can't hurt people over and over and expect there not to be consequences. I was stupid to think otherwise. Stupid to think I could just get out. I'm done. I hope you understand. I see. I've done good work for you, for decades, but my debt to you is paid. You think so? Oh, I know so. Good luck to you. We're done. I'd hung up. It took them less than 24 hours to send me the pictures. The reminder that I was indeed not done. The called right after. I hope you understand now. Your debt to us is for life. I'll fucking kill you if you hurt them. Do you hear me? I'll kill you. Calm down, Kate. They're going to be fine because you remember that we own you. You have a new job and you have a week. You'll receive details through the usual channels. They hung up. I screamed. I sobbed. I raged. I didn't know what to do. I could lie. I could cheat. I could steal. I could manipulate a person so well they'd buy an igloo in the desert. I could plan a job down to the last detail so well there were plenty not even Owen knew about. But I didn't know how to protect them. Owen and Finn. Getting them away from me. It was the only thing I knew to do. My ears perked. Failed senses and all that. I knew the sound of his gait. I watched him walking down the street towards his brownstone. He looked tired. I could tell by the set of his shoulders. He'd been working too hard. My heart ached. I didn't know if he'd ever forgive me. Truth be told, I didn't know if I deserved it. I probably didn't. If I was a good woman, I'd just let him go. I'd make sure he was safe, make sure Finn was safe. Then I'd fuck off into the ether and leave them both be. But I loved him. Selfishly, I loved him so much. I wanted to be a good person for him, for Finn. And I was fighting for him. I was fighting so damn hard. But there was going to be more blood in my ledger before this was through. That was for certain. I owed those bastards that were blackmailing me a debt. Their fucking throats between my teeth. After that, I had to tell him the truth, no matter what. If he was going to hate me, I needed him to hate me for the right reasons. I needed him to see all of me. I didn't know if that was fair. I only knew I couldn't let it go. Not like this. Not like I'd left it. I miss you, Owen Kelly. I whispered in the darkness. I picked you. And one day, you're gonna know that. I put up the hood on my jacket, turned around, and walked away. I had a job to do, and I needed to get back on my A game. The fight swelled back up in me. It was time to go to work.